So enough theory, let's actually start writing some code. In this lesson, we're going to install Quart. Make sure you have Python 3.7 installed. If you don't, you can go ahead and check my video on how to do that for Windows or Mac. Next, we're going to install pipenv. Pipenv allows us to handle package management for our Python applications and replaces the previous virtualenv workflow. It's better than using a requirements.txt because it tracks package dependencies in more detail, avoiding the issues we had sometimes where package upgrades would break our application. Check if you have pipenv installed by typing pipenv on your terminal. If you don't get anything, then do pip3 install pipenv on Mac or pip install pipenv on Windows. Next, create a directory in your system you have access to. I'm calling mine Quart Hello. Go inside the directory and then do pipenv install Quart. You will see pipenv do its thing and you will have Quart installed. Now open your favorite code editor and create a file called hello.py, and inside we'll do the following. First, we import the Quart class from the Quart package. We then create an instance of a Quart app using the name global as its identifier. Next, we'll define the root path that the application will respond on. And here's where we see our first difference with a Flask app. We need to prepend the route function with async since we'll be doing input-output operations inside that are asynchronous. For now, let's just return a simple hello world. Finally, we need to make the app start with app.run. Save the file. Before we can run it, we need to set up some environment variables, just like we did with Flask. In order for that to work, we're going to install the python.env library, which allows us to create an env file to be loaded when Quart runs. So do pipenv install python.env and then create a Quart env file like follows. We are now ready to run our first Quart app. Just type pipenv run Quart. You will be notified that the application is running on port 5000. If you now open this URL on your browser, you'll see the hello world message. Now let's create a template instead of returning the string directly to the user. For that, we'll create a template folder so that we can render the page more dynamically with the context. So create a templates folder and inside create the hello HTML file as follows. Now change the hello.py file with the following code. Did you notice that? For the first time, we're using the await keyword. What do you think that is? If you said that render template is a coroutine, you are right. Rendering a template can take some time, so Quart hands that off to a coroutine so that it can service other requests until the template is rendered. Try taking out the await keyword and run the application. You will get the following error. As you can see by now, things are not so different from what this application would look like in Flask. Of course, this is a very simple app, so as we make things more complex, you will definitely start to see the differences. Let's now tackle how to build our first database-driven Quart application.